Well, welcome back. Let's review what we've covered so far. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Everyone ends up somewhere, but few people end up somewhere on purpose. We also talked briefly about the three circles: your past experiences, your core values, and your gifts. What I want to do in this session is I want to focus in on past experiences. The good news is in Romans 8:28, we're told that God can use our past experiences. Paul said that we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and have been called according to His purpose. What I love about this verse, in the original language, the word that's translated as all actually means all. That in all things, God works together for good. That means God works through the good things that happened in your life. God works through the things that didn't seem that significant. And God even works through the bad things to bring about good when we love Him and are called according to His purpose. In fact, when I think back through my life, I'm amazed at how God used different experiences to help prepare me for what I'm doing right now. In fact, one of the big things is I grew up in church but was not a follower of Christ. I went to church almost every weekend, but yet I was not committed to Christ. And so the fact that I could be in church but not know Christ has really given me a heart to present the gospel in the church in a way that people who might be in church but don't know Christ come to know Christ. God used that past experience to prepare me to do what I'm doing today. Another thing you may not know is I was actually a magician growing up. That's no lie. I pulled rabbits out of hats and made scarves disappear and such. In fact, I was doing my first professional magic shows when I was 12 years old and did magic for quite some time. Well, little did I know that being up in front of people doing magic helped prepared me to be comfortable being up in front of people today. As you look back in my past, you can see how God used the different events to prepare me to do what I'm doing today. God used my past just as He'll use your past. So what I want to encourage you to do is to examine your past experiences, and we're going to create a timeline, kind of a big picture overview of your past. Now, as you recall, as we go through some of our past experiences, you're going to see how God might be preparing you, how He uses your past in your present to prepare you for your future. And I want to encourage you to be very open and honest about your past experiences. Especially, don't be afraid to think about and write down your past painful experiences. We often find that God will use some of the most difficult times to make us who He wants us to be. He'll show us through the difficult times how that often prepares us for our Chazown. So here's what you're going to need to get started. You're going to need your Chazown workbook, you'll need a pen, and then you'll need 4 colors of small sticky notes. There'll be some yellow ones, some pink ones, some blue ones, and some green ones. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk through this timeline process together, step by step. Then we'll pause after each step to let you work on your timeline. If you're ready, let's get started.